All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at air. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
He don't want it.
Mahomes now on first down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Taylor. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Well, look now at our starting defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
On third down. It's Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Onto the field now come the Bears. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 78 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Man open, Rice. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson will throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Now the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Now Taylor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
On first down, Bowser. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted.
defense, let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Jackson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That'll be caught by Rice. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Chris Jones on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now it's Jackson. The quick slant caught, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. A 10-play drive that time, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Watkins, the intended receiver. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it staring at a third down and 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Able to find Shaheen here. And they'll get him down short of first down, right on the 10-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Our time. It's our time. Wide.
They run the counter. It's Taylor. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Mahomes. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's taken in by Callaway. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Now Jackson on first down. He finds Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, he gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he He's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 29, Mahomes. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And that one, no contest thus far. 17-3 the score at the half. The Chargers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Le'Veon Bell, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Kenny Golladay, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now he'll pull it down, and he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, a quick throw, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Able to find Shaheen here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Taylor. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Taylor. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run with Taylor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They come out here in the eye. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And kicker able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well.
Ready. Check 70 ending. 52 right here. 52. Exit. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, yeah. Check back.
From the 44, Jackson, and this is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
We play to win. Let's go.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, I'm coming.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fleming. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Check toes, defense.
On second and 1, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Three bucks.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Ready. Time to end it. Mike, 45. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hut.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
False start, offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Time for Antonio Callaway and his crew on offense to take over. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mahomes now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Mahomes. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check, 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 check.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So for the Bears, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.